Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generational Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the 28-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. With me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka Tuco Kimbro. Bro, what's good?
Hey, nothing much, man. Not much. We was here watching finish up Smackdown. Seeing Bianca get the key to the city.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we got big time Bex out. And dude, she up here looking like fucking Scotty Too Hottie and shit with them damn glasses on.
Man. Austin.
I ain't gonna lie, they pimped that ring out though for her shit.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Half of my damn family went to Austin East.
Hell yeah.
I had to be a part of the family that went to Carter. Right.
Oh man. Y'all want to say you because your people from in Knoxville, ain't they?
Right, exactly, from Knoxville.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, man, if y'all didn't know, Tuco related to Bianca, man. You know, Knox County.
No. Shit, was supposed to be, and me and my daughter was supposed to be there tonight.
You was.
We were supposed to be. This was supposed to be on location tonight, but yeah, that changed though. So it's all right though. It's all good though.
She's all good in the hood.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on? What's going on with Becky? I'm trying to figure out what she about to do, man.
Man, Becky
got like a Scotty Too Hottie / leader thing going on.
Yeah, she's definitely reached her. She's reaching in the bag of Seth Rollins.
For sure. I like it though.
Fortunately, I've got this championship unlocked, but you know what?
Uh-oh. Hit her ass with that KOD. Through the table? Nah, not through the table. Never mind. Really? Y'all let her get manhandled slamming her home city? All right, man. Well, that ain't go how I thought it was about to go. That look like the bookend meets the rock bottom meets mediocrity. Damn, Bianca working that Tennessee orange though.
Okay.
Whew.
Tennessee Vols, baby.
Yes, sir.
But
for
the
those
great
who don't know, man, one of my favorite Tennessee volunteers of all
the
time.
Great Peyton Manning played that before you know.
You know. Oh man. Oh, you know what? Why did I turn the TV off? Well, I guess I'll watch AEW in a minute. All right. But all right, man, let's go ahead. Let's recap tonight, man, because we coming back on for the AEW Rampage as well. All right, so we started out the show, man. We had them open up the show with a recap of Edge and Seth Rollins last week. Of course, Edge taking out Seth Rollins and MSG. Then we would have another segment, man. We got Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. They came out to officially start the show. And then, of course, out comes surprise of the night. Big E, your brand new WWE champion, back on SmackDown for a quick second. And, of course, you got Finn Balor coming out in his original form. All right, Tuco, I'm not going to lie, man. It was a pleasant surprise seeing Big E. Didn't think I was going to see Big E because he just went over to Raw. But I guess right now for the storyline, for storyline purposes, it makes sense, especially when we find out what happened later on tonight. But Tuco, man, all right. So, do you think USA? Do you think Vince and the powers that be are simultaneously trying to please Fox and USA, or do you think right now, man, it's really just this one situation because Big E was on SmackDown for so long, and this thing with Roman kind of it makes sense for right now?
No, it's because the draft is coming up, and there's going to be a shakeup. So right now and Big E already mentioned the thought of
Tyler, what's up?
going on with you, Tyler. You already mentioned facing the champion at Survivor Series, so you got that there. But the draft is coming up in a couple of weeks. So they're just setting up the possibility that we could see. Hey, what's up, Benjamin? Man, it was great to see Kane come back. Just it's just more of a possibility that Roman Reigns could get drafted to Raw. That's all it is, and seeing that and kind of foreshadowing what happened a little later.
All right, man. So then next after that, of course, we get our first match tonight. We get a tag team match. We get the Usos versus Balor and Big E. Balor and Big E will end up picking up the victory via the coup de grace and the big ending. And then, of course, we have Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. They have their segment right after the match. And Reigns asks Heyman, he says, "Hey, man, is this something you need? Is this something I need to know?" And of course, Paul Heyman being the ultimate kiss ass he said, "No, my trouble with you, sir. No." And Roman like, "Well, let's just pretend, like I do know something." And he says, "Hey, will Brock Lesnar be at Extreme Rules?" And of course, Paul Heyman, he says no. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, he fears Roman Reigns. And then Roman's like, "Well, how do you know that?" And then, so these two had a nice little back and forth. And then he asked him again. And then he's like, "Look, man, I don't pay you to guess. I pay you to know." Tuco, man, all right, what are the odds that we'll see the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar at I was about to say elimination. Oh my god, at Extreme Rules.
We probably won't. We'll probably see him at the SmackDown afterwards when they lead up to Crown Jewel or whatever it's called. but yeah, oh man, they gotta start. Why are they starting with the tag team championship? But yeah, no, we'll see Brock. After Elimination Chamber. Right now, the focus is gonna be on Finn Balor.
Next up, man, we were supposed to have gotten a match with Happy Corbin and Kevin Owens. Happy Corbin ended up beating Kevin Owens' ass before the match even started. Therefore, we never got the match underway. So then next up, man, we get a match. We get Rick Boogs versus Robert Roode. Boogs actually ended up picking up the victory. After that, man, Nakamura and Boogs were both attacked by Aziz and Apollo Crews. Then again, we get a segment. This time we get Paul Heyman and Big E, in which Big E was like, "Look, man, either way it goes, Survivor Series, I'm going up against your boy. The only thing is, which one is going to be? It's either going to be Roman, it's going to be Brock, but it could be Finn Balor. Finn Balor could pull up the upset." And then we have Big E get his ass handed to him by the Usos. Man, they did my boy dirty. And then after this, man, so we get the drip guy himself, man. We get Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins comes out. He recaps once again what happens last week. The crowd chants, "You look stupid." And then, he compares the crunching of Edge's neck to the crunching of stepping on a cockroach. And of course, after the video package play, he said, "What did you guys think was going to happen?" And he asked the crowd, did I go too far? And the crowd seemed to think, yeah, but he's like, "Look, man, I did a legal move in a legal match, and I won just like I've done many times in the past." And to be honest, to his credit, he's 100% fair. But he says, "You know what?" He says the fans are to blame for what happened to Edge. And he says, "I'm not done with Edge." And, speaking of Edge, your wife said that you were at home recuperating. So since you're at home recuperating, I know you're watching this. And he says, "You know what? For my own sanity, let's run it back one more time. One more time. So we're going to get Edge. We're going to get Reigns. We're going to get Edge. We're going to get Rollins one more time. Tuco, we've already seen this happen twice already. Are you interested in the third time?"
The way that the last match went, yeah.
Okay.
Just because that was a really great match that those two had. It was the better match. Where can they take it? I don't know, but the rumors are that Edge is going to Raw, so win or lose, he's going to another show. Will Seth be joining him? I don't know, but yeah, sure, why not?
Next up, we get Becky Lynch, in her promo, and she says, "You know what? I've never been to a homecoming. I'm gonna have to make an appearance." And then after that, Jesus Christ, man, I feel so bad for Toni Storm. One, I really feel bad for Liv Morgan. Two, we supposed to got a women's tag team match. It's supposed to be Zelina Vega and Carmella versus Liv Morgan and Toni Storm. Morgan and Storm will end up winning. The match really never truly got underway. They played off that Morgan supposedly broke Carmella's nose, which led to a match being made for Extreme Rules. Tuco, we got Toni Storm, but we didn't get Toni Storm. Thoughts?
What you said?
That's how I felt. All right, then of course we get the Street Profits. They cut a promo on the Usos, talking about their chase for the tag team gold. Then we get Finn Balor. Finn Balor comes out with the story of the demon. So we got that whole thing, and then we find out the next Monday on Monday Night Raw, we gonna get the New Day versus the Bloodline. It's gonna mark Roman Reigns' first match, first anything on Raw in over a year. Now this I might actually watch Raw for. Now I'm not gonna watch it live, but I DVR and skip to this match. Too cold. All right, man. New Day, Bloodline. Talk to me. How you feeling about that one?
Want to see it because I know it's going to be a good. Shit. I was gonna say yeah, it's gonna be a good match, but then I thought about damn, it's gonna be on Raw. That's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit. If it was on SmackDown, I would think it would be a really good match because SmackDown would make a 20-minute match. I'll give Raw the benefit of the doubt, man, considering what Vince did with the Bobby Lashley Orton match and and just what Raw's been for the last couple of weeks. They've been doing longer matches. So I would assume because of the hype that this match can have with the New Day and the Usos, just having the history that they have. And then, of course, with Roman and Big E and what Big E's been doing since he won Money in the Bank and teasing that he was going to cash in on Roman. And then we get the beatdown that we got, tonight. I actually hope, man, they let this go for 20 minutes. I wouldn't mind a 20-minute, 6-man tag match between these six. Because I know it would be worth it. So that's the hope. If we get that, you know what, man, we might even come on TV and talk about it, man, because it's going to be some shenanigans behind it. But outside of that, that was all we would do. But no, I hope that it's actually at least a 20 to 15-minute match and they actually get to work.
All right, so then we get a segment. We get Naomi in the back once again. Her and Sonya Deville. They've been kind of having these interactions, but not really interactions. But I was about to say, but this time we seen Naomi, man. She put a little bit of that black girl magic on her, a little bit of that sauce, a little bit of that sass, a little bit of that flavor on that ass. And she's like, look, she ran down her credentials, and she had to let Deville know real quick what the deal was. No, I'm a 2-time, SmackDown Women's Champion. I've been here a lot longer than you. I'd have put in my work. I'd have paid my dues. Hey, you ain't about to sit there and treat me like I'm some chump. Too cold. I ain't gonna lie. I liked this version of Naomi. Leo says, I smell a Naomi versus Sonya coming on soon. And bro, honestly, I won't be mad at that. But let me ask you this, because we can sometimes get carried away as fans. Do we see Naomi versus Sonya, or do we see a more aggressive Naomi? Do we still see the glow character, but maybe just a little more serious in the ring now?
I'll say we eventually see Naomi joining the Bloodline.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Stuff happening, but will we get a Sonya versus Naomi? I think so, and Sonya will be gradually moved out of that non-general manager role that her and the Spears were sharing or whatever. Honestly, Deville as it's kind of I'm actually way over it. I mean, she's playing a character that's kind of good right now. Like she's kind of. She's jealous of a lot of the people that's going on because she was never that woman put in the spotlight, and she's watching women that she feels she's better than get opportunity or want opportunity, and that's kind of rubbing her the wrong way. So she's kind of stifling Liv Morgan. She's kind of avoiding Naomi. She's kind of being iffy with certain people about giving them opportunity, but kissing ass to the other ones that kissing ass to Carmella and shit, but. So it's you can definitely tell that heel persona of Sonya Deville is still there, even though she's acting like she's trying to be fair. But I didn't have a problem with this. This was built up properly. Naomi asks, Sonya blowed her off. Naomi asks, Sonya blowed her off. Naomi asks, Sonya blowing her off. All right, no more asking. Now I'm about to tell you, and that's what we got. So I was good with that.
All right, man. Next up, so we get our last match of the night. We get Dominic Mysterio coming out, going one-on-one with Sami Zayn, being accompanied to the ring by Rey Mysterio. Dom lost again. Obviously, I got nothing about this, honestly.
It's just going to set up to a Rey versus Dom, but I think they're kind of rushing it a little bit, but it is what it is. Whatever.
All right, now let's talk about one of my favorite little moments of the night. Now there was nothing super exciting, but I liked it. So of course we got the Bianca Belair homecoming. The end of the night. We got Mayor Kane. He came out. Of course, we ain't seen him in a while, so it's always cool to see Kane come back. WWE legend, Hall of Famer for sure. He came out. He presented Bianca Belair with the keys to the city for Knoxville. And Bianca Belair, she's celebrating and joining in the midst of her friends, her family. Of course, you got big time Bex, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. She came out, man. She put a little spoil to the surprise homecoming for Bianca Belair. All right, too cold, man. Look, we had this segment ended with Belair on her back after getting manhandle slammed by Becky Lynch. Honestly, man, we know why they did this segment, but did you think the extras was needed?
Bianca should have looked great going out. It would have been better if Becky would have just was the lesser of this challenge, and then she would have just ran away with her championship while Bianca celebrating in front of her crowd. That would have been the better moment. You still got a couple of weeks to play up to the pay-per-view, so Becky could have got her one up later on, but yeah, that they built it all the way up just to bring the fans down, and that kind of sucked for me. So that kind of just really made it just like the celebration and stuff was cool. I had no problem with the celebration or whatnot, man. That was all cool. That was fine. That was the way you want to build a star, and you want to put them over, especially when you're able to do a show in their hometown, their exact hometown, not somewhere close, but exactly where they're from, where they literally down the street, 20, 30 minutes away from the arena, man. They grew up and went to school. So yeah, man. All of that was cool. I thought she should have, got the advantage over Becky, but it didn't, and the show ended. So that's it. But other than that, man, it was like I said, the show was exactly what I thought it would be. There was some setup, for Nakamura versus Cruz next week. Of course, we get the 6-man tag on Raw. Liv Morgan is going to face what's her name next week? Selena Vega. They're slowly building up to Extreme Rules, but they're also getting ready because Extreme Rules will be the last pay-per-view before the draft. So, whatever payoffs, finish off, whatever they're gonna do, and then that's it, and then we're gonna get the draft. So yeah, that was it, man.
All right, well, Tuco, man, that'll wrap it up for our SmackDown review. But guys, I know we said we're gonna do Rampage tomorrow, but fuck it, we're gonna do it tonight. So we'll see y'all really soon. So until
then, because I've been watching the match the whole time. Not a bad match. Butcher and Blade.
Well, I'm about to go ahead and get it started now. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap this up. We'll see y'all in about 30, 40 minutes. Until then, peace.
Okay.